Hello everyone and happy Transfer Tuesday. If this is the first time you're watching a Transfer Tuesday video and you have no idea what I'm talking about, then check out my description box. I will go into more detail there about what exactly Transfer Tuesday is and why we do this. This is the final Transfer Tuesday of January, and it's kind of a big one, an exciting one again, which I'm really happy to say because last week was a big one because I finally finished maxing out my Roth IRA for 2022, and that was the first time I ever maxed out my Roth IRA. And now that that is out of the way, I hit that goal, I am focusing primarily, exclusively on my student loan debt. So I'm not going to be putting money to my Roth IRA. I will continue to contribute to my 401k because I get a company match, but I'm not going to be saving for anything else. I have my, couple of sinking funds, but aside from those, which really help me in the long run, I'm not going to focus on any other savings goals that I have for this year, like my emergency fund or starting my house down payment, anything like that. It's going to be student loan debt until they're all gone. But for today, I do have one thing to share with investments, so let's go ahead and start there. Since today's the last day of the month, it's also my payday, so I got paid today, and that means I also contributed to my 401k, 6% of my income, or $157.50 to my 401k, and then my company matches that, so a total of $315 to my 401k. I will give you an update on the balance in that in my January finance update, and that will be up on Friday. Now we can talk about my student loan debt. I do have $36,000 of student loan debt remaining. That is the only debt I have left. However, I have not been actively paying them down because they're in forbearance and at 0% interest, and they've been that way for a very long time now, since March 2020, and they are going to remain that way through more than half of 2023. So I have just been continuing to save for them, and I prefer to save for those because I gain interest on the money that I have saved for them. There's no penalty for me not to pay them, just like anybody else who has federal student loan debt. And I'd rather make money off of my debt than actually get rid of it. Plus, we don't know the state of how things will end up with student loan debt. I don't think they're going to be canceled like they had announced last year. However, that's still a possibility, so it's not something, I'm not planning to just get rid of that money while I don't have to actually pay down that debt. But once we do have to start making student loan debt payments, I will make a lump sum payment. And what's exciting is that by the time we do have to start making payments, if it resumes this year, I will be ready. I'll be ready to pay it all off. I'll be debt free. Last Transfer Tuesday, I reached $25,627.60 saved for my student loans. I do have 2 high yield savings accounts right now because I'm taking advantage of a bonus in the Citi Accelerate savings account. So that one has $20,052.60. The other one had $5,575. And since then, I actually made a transfer today. So since I got paid today and I have my paycheck going to 3 separate checking accounts, I really only need the bulk of my money in my main checking account so I can pay my rent. So one of those checking accounts gets $250. I made a payment on the associated credit card for that, and then decided to transfer $125 from that to my student loan debt. So typically the money that I transfer to that I deposit to those other accounts were for my Roth IRA. So I would just do like $250 from each recently. But now that I'm not focusing on the Roth IRA, it's student loans. So $125, that's what I did already today. And now I'm gonna log in and transfer $250 from that other checking account that I have direct deposit set up with. For January, I genuinely did not think I would be able to transfer as much as I have to my student loan debt. So I'm really grateful for that. It's really because of my side hustle income plus like direct support and such. So I'm really excited that I was able to transfer as much as I've been able to. That kind of gets me ahead for February, but also, as y'all saw in my February budget, I'm planning to put quite a bit of money to my student loan debt savings in February, so I'm really looking forward to that. But as I'm talking, I put up a screenshot of that $250 transfer, the confirm page, and I will confirm that. And what else is exciting is because it's the final day of the month, later on today, Marcus by Goldman Sachs, the interest will come through. So I'm expecting quite a bit there. And then I know that by the 3rd of February, or like the 2nd of February, my Citi high yield savings account, the interest will come through on that one. So I think together I could potentially get over $100 in interest gained, but it might be like 80, 85 or so. I honestly, I don't know. In summary, I transferred $375 to my student loan debt savings. That was all done today because of payday. I now have $26,002.60 saved for my student loan debt. So made it over the 26K mark. And that means there's less than 10,000, y'all. There's less than 10,000. Wow. So I have $9,997.40 left to save. Wow. Y'all, we're under 10K. This is huge. I have never had debt in the 4-figure range. It's always been 5 figures. It's the final stretch. I feel a little emotional right now, and I don't want to get emotional. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but it's been a long journey, you know? And this finally feels like it's happening. I encourage you, if this is like the first video that you're watching of mine, or if you just recently started watching, I suggest you know, if you want to go back and look at like my videos from 2019, I share more of my story from when I started my debt-free journey in 2018, but I started with over $82,000 in debt. So to be under $10,000 is incredible. This journey has honestly felt never ending, and I knew that this day would come. Like I would be able to feel it and get closer to it, obviously, because as long as you are putting more to it, you're gonna progress. But it has been so long, and this finally feels like real. Yeah, that's it. I'm looking forward to the interest coming through today in my Marcus account, and then the interest coming through in my other account in a couple of days, and then I'll talk about that in next week's Transfer Tuesday, but that's going to help me to, add a little bit more to my savings. But okay, that is it for me for today's Transfer Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all. I definitely wouldn't be this far on my debt-free journey without y'all. So please comment down below what you did to move your money in the right direction. Otherwise, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.